everybody here and welcome to a brand new save on the channel. Yes, Oldham to Ohm has finished. What a wild ride that was. But it is time for a new one today, and obviously I hope you would have guessed by now. We are taking over Luton Town Football Club. Yes, the Hatters updated database, so they are in the Premier League. They got that promotion. And we're going to have a short little series here as we round off FM23 before FM24 comes out. Now, before we get into this and we have a poke around the club and we play our first game of the season against Arsenal, yay. Can I ask you, if you're watching this and it's not yet subscribed, if you could, it would mean a lot to me. And don't forget to hit like as well. Smash that like button. New series pushes out to more people. It just needs a little bit of a nudge in the right direction to kind of get the ball rolling. So yeah, like I thought, because I'm thinking let's do a short series. Now what would be a short one? And I was thinking Plymouth, but then I was like, we're probably only going to get a season, and I had a really good name like Pilgrims to the Premier League. So, but I wasn't sure if we would fit that one in. So then I thought, well, what's kind of like similar to that? And that was Saving Luton Town. I mean, they're going to have a really, really tough time, I think, in the Premier League this season. That's my tip. Great, that's my one prediction. And so I loaded this up and thought, yeah, let's try and keep Luton Town in the Premier League and see what we can do. We might get a season, might get two, I don't know. But I can tell you already, I've done all the off-season shenanigans. It's been hard. It's been really, really hard. And I will go through and show you why it has been so difficult in a minute. We'll start on, obviously, the club info page here, and the first one I want to point out is this: the reputation of Luton as national. It has been really, really hard to sign players. It almost feels like, when you do those road to glory saves and you come up from like tier 10 and you get to the Premier League and you cannot sign anybody because your reputation is so low. Yep, that's where we've been at the moment. I have tried to get in some players, and my God, I got players turning me down, like Premier League club, and they're turning me down. Anyway, let's start down the bottom here and flick our way up. Dev Centre, all right, we've got some decent players in here. The finances is really important. Yes, Luton have got 31 million in the bank. Obviously, there's that Premier League sort of money coming in. Now, we didn't get a large wage budget. We got about 8 million, and I've actually had to move most of that, or say most of it. I moved 3 million into wages. I mean, an 8 million is not a very big transfer budget to spend when you are in the Premier League. And I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, we had to pump some of that in. And the reason for that is a lot of these guys are on like 3 to 5K a week. And they've started coming to me and saying, hey, I'd like a new contract. And they want like 24 grand, which is the maximum I can offer. That's the other thing. I can only offer 24K, which is ridiculous. Such a small amount. And so I added a couple of guys who want a new contract there and try to, nudge a few over to the side, so to speak. And obviously that bumped the wage budget up. We've got a little bit here to spend at the moment. Obviously you can see here we're going to be 5K under our committed spending, but it is going to be tough trying to bring those players in. The club expectations, they want us to attempt to avoid relegation and be competitive in the cups. The supporters, they want us to be competitive against Watford and also attempt. So no one's going to be too upset if we get relegated. Transfers wise, these ones were all done before I started. So yeah, I haven't brought in anyone. I have been absolutely trying my butt off to get someone in, and I cannot get anyone in. I think our best player that is already here is probably Chong, Taithi Chong. I think he's pretty decent midfielder, played for Birmingham last season on loan, and I think it was fairly decent. He's got a little bit of experience here, but he's a fairly decent player, and hopefully we can get some good stuff out of him. Mads Anderson from Barnsley is a pretty decent youngish centre-back. Other than that is slim pickings. No one really noticeable on me out. Sam Beckwith, that's a name that rings a bell. Must have had him at some point in some other save. Maybe it was Clapham Town one rings a bell. So transfer centre, we are looking to bring in a couple of players here. Issa Kabore, he is a Burkina Faso right back from Manchester City. We're trying to bring him in on loan. I don't think they want anything, and we need a right back, and he's got some good pace, and I think he could do a decent job for us there, which is good. This is the other one here. It is a goalkeeper, Ivan Arboleda. He's a work permit. He looks like a fairly decent Colombian goalkeeper, 26 years old, but he's like, this is the best that we can get in, and it's really, really been a struggle. I've been looking for so many goalkeepers, and I found, what's his name? The Polish guy. Is it Spezia? The Dragon? Yeah, that's him. Got him, got a bid accepted, everything came in. He wanted like 44k. I was like, yeah, I can't do that. And that was that. That was the end of that. So scouting has been a little bit, tough. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. Competitions, we know what we're in. Premier League is obviously the main one. Schedule-wise, we were a little bit rusty here on our tour to the Netherlands. We did finally get a win, and then we lost against Royal Antwerp. 15-0, obviously, against a low team. Just, as I like to do that, play it away, get them some money. Rapid Vienna and Victoria. I never know how to say these guys. Gumaresh. Fairly decent results against them, so I think we're starting to click. It was a little bit dusty beforehand, and we'll show you the tactic in a minute. Medical centre, we've got some pretty bad injuries. Staff-wise, I've improved the staff as best I can, but it was absolutely. I think are we getting a physio in? Yeah, we're getting this guy in, and Evan Allen as a physio. But yeah, the staff is horrendous, and I've tried to get them the best I can, but once again, it's quite difficult because I just can't offer them much money, and not a lot of them want to come to me, which is great stuff. So yeah, even staff is difficult. Tactics-wise, we get into the really interesting stuff now. Here is the tactic I'm running. I've called it the Resurrection. Maybe that's not quite the name I want. Maybe it's like, I don't know, the Lifesaver or something. It is very similar to sort of that lopsided one that we've played before. A couple of player roles are tweaked. We've got the 4 at the back, the goalkeeper, the fullbacks on support, ball-playing defenders there, a ball-winning midfielder here. Chong's going to play as a Mazzala. We've got on Yedemir. Fred. Freeman as a shadow striker, Ogbeni here, and then we've got our striker up front, Adebayo. We've got a couple of injuries, which is really, really killing us. The worst one is James Shea, our 31-year-old goalkeeper. He is out for 7 to 8 months with damaged cruciate ligament, so he's not coming back. And even if we compare him with our Colombian goalkeeper Ivan here is a lot better. So yeah, unfortunately, we've got Matt Macy in today, who is, he's a backup goalkeeper. Luke Berry, he's out for 3 weeks. Glenn Ray is out for 2 months. And Gabriel Osho is out for 4 weeks. So little bit of injuries there. We've got a couple of guys here on trial. Craig Cathcart. Now, this is what I mean. Like, Craig Cathcart, decent player. He's 33. These are like the type of players I'm having to get in, and I'm not sure we're going to get him in actually now. I think we've got a little bit of cover, and we did also have Ahmed El Mahandi as well, but once again 34, and I think the guy we're getting in from Man City is probably a bit better. So this is what I don't really know the Luton Town squad that well, so hopefully over the next sort of season I will get to know these guys a lot better. But I just want to point out 2 players, one of them on the bench here, Admiral Muskie. What a name, I just love it. Hopefully he plays well enough and we can promote him to General Muskie. The other guy is Peli Radek-Mpanzu. I don't know if you guys know the story about Peli Radek-Mpanzu, but he literally has gone with Luton Town all the way from the National League to the Premier League, and hopefully today we'll get a Premier League game coming off the bench. He's basically done a Benny Couto, but he's actually going to end up doing it in real life. Benny Couto in Oldham to Home. If you haven't watched that, I suggest go and watch it. It's just a short 102 episodes. But Benny Couto did the same thing with us, went from National League all the way to the Premier League and was an absolute legend. So those two players there, ones to look out for. But like I said, probably best player is Chong, along with Alan Campbell here in that ball winning midfielder role. Hopefully they can fire us to some sort of safety. The squad is relatively thin as well. You have a look, I've got the 9 subs, and a few of these guys are, realistically, Luke Berry, 3 weeks, Osho a month. That's it. We don't have many others, so I'll probably be bringing in a few more players before the window shuts after that Sheffield United game. Like I said, just popping back to the dev centre here in the under-21s, ability-wise. Most of the decentish players are out on loan. We've got Pebble here. So that's not Pebble, that's Pepple. Pepple, our Canadian striker, and it's going to be slim pickings, really slim pickings. So the squad probably needs a little bit of bolstering before we can get into that. When that window shuts. But anyway, we're going to play Arsenal today. I think I've covered everything. I know I haven't. Obviously, I've totally missed the main thing, the season preview. The media have us predicted to finish at bottom with 1,000 to 1 to win the league, and surprise, we don't have any players. Oh, we do. I was going to say we don't have any key players on this list, but we have 2. We have Elijah Adebayo and Alan Campbell there as well, making that list, which is interesting. I don't know how many players are in that list, but I feel like, fine, they're in there. I get it, that's fine, but we are going to have a very tough season. I've just noticed here it has given us 5 promoted teams, but obviously Bournemouth and Fulham, they weren't promoted, and Forest, so Burnley should be the other promoted team. Weird. Must just be the updated database little glitch. I can't change the date, obviously, so it's still that date there, but yeah, whatever. Needs must. We'll just pretend. We will just pretend. Right, let's get into this game. Against Arsenal. We have got Matt Macy in goal today. He will most likely be the backup, but he has to go in today because otherwise it's Jameson Horlick, who's 19, and that's unfair. Reece Burke's going to fill in at right back today, probably more of a centre back, but with Osho out injured, is going to be him. Amari Bell is going to be in at left back. He is pace, and that's what I like with my fullbacks. We've got Dan Potts in here at centre back. Now, I realised before, Dan Potts is actually the son of West Ham legend Steve Potts, and if you watch my Chatham Town season, Freddie Potts, who was pretty decent for us then as well. So good to have Potts in the team. Lockyer is our captain. He's 27. I worry about his pace and acceleration. Hopefully he's got enough up here to counteract that. Alan Campbell is that ball-winning midfielder there. Chong is our Mazzala, and hopefully he will be our creative force. Freddie, who I'm pretty sure I also had at Chatham Town as well, is our... we're going to fill in on the left wing today as we just try and, figure out some player roles. Freeman in that... Luke Freeman in that shadow striker role. He also has been an option out on the left as well, but with the injury to Luke Berry, that would probably usually operate that role. That's why he's moved in there. Ogbeni is a new signing. He is generally just fast and down the right. I'd like to play him at right back, but he can't really play there. And so I think right winger is his spot. And then obviously Elijah Adebayo is the man up front who scored quite a few goals last year. I don't think it shows up here. 16, is that the right number? I'm not sure, but I know he scored a fair goals for Luton in the championship this season. On the bench, Morris Muskie. We've got this guy here as well. Gomes seems to be a decent up-and-coming young player. Corley Woodrow as well. Jordan Clark is another name I recognise. Matt Anderson there as well, getting his debut. Alfie Doherty is sort of James Milner, and then obviously Peli Roddick-Mpanzu will fill in midfield and definitely get some game time today. Right, enough talking. I have blabbed on now for a good 15 minutes, and I'm so glad we got to face Arsenal today, which is probably going to be the toughest challenge we could really start with. I guess apart from Man City or Liverpool, as we both know them. We both know that Liverpool are really, really good on this, but this is definitely a baptism of fire in the Premier League, and I do not expect us to win this game at all. Arsenal look absolutely disgusting. Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Saka, Havertz, Odegaard, Jorginho, Shevchenko, Rice, Saliba. Was that White at right back, I think? It must have been. And then obviously Aaron Ramsdale in goal, as they have Declan Rice. I can't believe they're playing Declan Rice at centre-back. We're just... we'll go key, and we'll just make that a little bit quicker as we usually do. And we've got our director here, and we yelled out that encouragement. Declan Rice in an Arsenal shirt. You saw it here first. You probably didn't, but, you know. And obviously Kai Havertz go over the top. Saka now. Oh, my God, he's got a lot of pace. That was almost a penalty, but it wasn't. Amazing. If we nick a draw here, that would be fantastic. I've gone... Jesus Christ. It's going to be tough. This is really, really going to be tough. I have gone through the fixture list and highlighted a few games. I don't want to watch that again. That was terrible. Highlighted a few games that we need to win and to keep us in the Premier League. I think if we can win 10 games, that'll put us on 30 points. Now pull a couple of draws in there, and I think that is probably then enough to keep us in the Premier League. But even saying that, 10 games seems an absolute mission. It's 2-0 to Arsenal after 3.5 minutes. 10 games seems like the hardest thing on the planet at the moment for us to win. Did I put this on full highlights? No, it's still on key as Jesus now makes it 3. Oh my God. What have I done? Maybe I should have done a save with Plymouth. What have I done? 3-0 after 4 minutes. Oh my God. How's the table looking? Oh, Arsenal at top. Oh, we're bottom. Far out. Potts with a throw to Freeman. Saliba headers away. Chong now. Finally, we're on the ball. I guess that's a plus. Macy is a long way out here, and that was a little... Maybe we don't play him as a sweeper keeper. I don't know. Bell. But you're probably wondering, why didn't you get this goalkeeper? We've scored our first goal. Elijah Adebayo has scored our first goal for Luton in the Premier League. Hey, we're coming back into this. It's 4 goals in 10 minutes. Let's not say we're not entertaining. The reason why I don't have the goalkeeper locked in is because I was trying for other goalkeepers. I've had, what's his name? Ivan on trial for most of the pre-season. But that's one way to get yourself sent off in your debut Premier League game. Oh, this is fan-bloody-tastic. Okay, we're gonna move Freeman out there. We'll send to Adebayo and we'll just leave it a bit like that, I guess. We'll take Chong off from Mazzala and we're just going to make him a central midfielder. We'll put him a central midfielder on attack, just not drifting out too much to the left there, I guess. We'll sort of keep him a bit central, maybe. But it's Chong on the ball now. I've lost my train of thought. I've totally lost my train of thought. They're going to get a 4th in here. No, that's a great tackle, but no, it's Martinelli and Macy is having an absolute nair in goal. Yes, the goalkeeper, that was it, Ivan. He, I've had him on trial most of the season as I've been trying to get other goalkeepers, but I can't get any in. I cannot get any in. And we're stuck with this. Tom Lockyer is on a 5.9. I did have issues over his pace and acceleration. And I think they are really being exploited today. This is going to be one tough save. Oh, you... It's 5-1 after half an hour. They've had 5 shots on goal, Arsenal, and they've scored all 5. That's frustrating. I mean, Matt Macy is terrible. Jesus Christ. That's 6. This is quite possibly the worst performance ever. 6 shots on target for Arsenal here and 6 goals. I mean, to be fair, we've had 1 shot on target and we scored. Literally every single body, everyone's shot on target today has been the back of the net. Both teams might not be playing with goalkeepers. This is going to be 7. He's offside. Oh my God. They're going to get double figures. They are going to get double figures. That is 7. I don't think I have ever had a team perform this badly. Could I get sacked after 1 game? Could I? I mean, I was going to say hopefully goal difference doesn't come into it, but geez, I mean, the red card has not helped. It's not even half time yet. Oh, Odegaard's taking the piss now. Matt Macy couldn't even stop that. This is embarrassing. I'm lost for words. It's going to be 8 before half time at the moment. I'm glad they've had a couple of shots that are on target that didn't go in the back of the net, but far out. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Nobody's expecting anything from us today. I had to thrash my arms and tell them that was pathetic. Bloody highlight after kickoff. After kickoff, it's at kickoff. I don't even know what to do anymore. Should I have made a Chong? I was like, should I have made a sub at half time? I don't even know anymore. Freeman's corner. Headed away. Odegaard now. He's by his lonesome. I mean... Well, I've got a draw. That'd be fantastic. A draw. Could you believe it? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? 7-all draw. Be ridiculous. I mean, the highlights are just stupid. I keep having to check. I'm like, we're just on key. We're just on key. Jeez, I've got to. I mean, Tom Lockyer had concerns over his pace in the Premier League, and it's going to be a goal. And he's club captain as well, and I don't even know what to do anymore. This is embarrassing. Here's 9. Oh. Well, Matt Macy has had a Premier League debut to forget as a goalkeeper. He has let in 8 goals and counting. And counting. There's still 40 minutes of left. Oh. I'm recording now for 25 minutes. There's so much of this game left. I'll make some substitutions after this highlight. Gotta hope that guy gets his work permit before our next game. I really, really do, because right, I can't do any more highlights. Just give it a rest, right? Mads Anderson on for Lockyer. He's got to come off. He's woeful. I don't even know. I mean, let's get Muskie on for Freeman. Mpanzu can come on for... I mean, what is Mpanzu? Is he better as a DM? Oh, he's probably better as a midfielder. I mean, bring him on for Chong, and he can box to box on support because I don't know what else. Samani Bell's playing crap. Damn Potts. Oh my god, Reece Burke's on a 6. We'll just do the 3 for the moment. Just, I don't know, just do something. But let's not, you know, Pelly Panzu making his Premier League debut. He played every single league for Luton. I mean, are Arsenal being like, they're being nice now with like, oh, have a shot. Oh, I've missed. Sorry guys, we're only getting to double figures, but I mean, like we've had an XG of 1.5. We've put some shots on. The red card has killed us. Hopefully a better goalkeeper next game, and having 11 men on the field will help. And maybe not playing Arsenal, that'll also help. And play Sheffield United now. There's still half an hour of this game left. Do we watch it all? Is there any point? Do I just cut the video here and I just show you the end of the game when it's like Arsenal 15, Luton Town 1? This is going to be the biggest Premier League spanking ever. Far out. That's 10. Oh my god. Just having a poor game. No shit. And with Jordan Clark on to right back, and look, Benny can play there. He can't properly, but it's... I don't even know what to say anymore. I just don't. 10 goals. 10 flipping goals. I think that's... Is it a record? I don't think anyone's ever scored 10 goals in the Premier League before. Oh, good on us. Breaking records on the first day. Oh my god, Declan Rice has made it 11. It's 11-1. 11-1. Zinchenko now. Can we get another one? Can we get 2? I mean, I say the red card has killed us. They were beating us like 4-1 before Freddie did his stupidness. Martin Odegaard makes it 12. This is a joke. Oh, come on. This is an absolute piss take. Like, this is ridiculous. We're never going to recover from this. Never. The team's morale is just going to be shot. Imagine if I got sacked after one game. Imagine. It's 13-1. Oh, please don't score again. I mean, why not? Why not, Muskie? Why not? Clark. Rice heads away. Oh, thank God for that. Thank bloody God. 13-1. Wow. We did not. Nah. Nah, I am not saying to them we were underdogs and we gave it our best. No flipping way. Well, that was grim. Absolutely fuming with that. What else? Love a player getting his debut. Didn't think Chong looked that good, to be honest. 13-1. Humiliation for Luton Town. We've got a goal difference of -12. Let's have a look at where we've got. Oh, we've got clean sheets. Can we go? Where's the player stats? Red cards, great. Here we are. Mistakes into goals. Tom Lockyer, 5. Expected goals conceded per 90 minutes. Macy, oh, far out. I mean, that was grim, wasn't it? That was absolutely grim. We play Crystal Palace in a week, and then Tottenham. That one's going to be shite as well. I'd like to get a draw against Palace at home, and we've got to get something against Sheffield United away. I was going to say I'll rotate and play the kids, but I don't even think we've got enough to rotate. I've got to get some signings in. I have big concerns over Tom Lockyer. Maybe it's Mads Anderson that starts, because Tom Lockyer was... I mean, I think this is the big problem for the Premier League for him. Other than that, he's not too bad. But I think that's too slow for the Premier League. I mean, you can win with Potts 12 and 12. What's Mads Anderson? 11 and 11. Great. He's even slower than Potts. Well, that has been a really long episode, and most of that was highlights in the game. So that's grim. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave that there. I'm going to play Crystal Palace, Tottenham, blah, blah, blah. We're going to come back for Aston Villa. Oh, and Chelsea. Really? Aston Villa and Chelsea? Maybe we'll do... I don't know. I'm just going to... I don't know. I'm going to go and cry. See you guys next time. Bye.